I don't think anybody's ever going to beat you in here to be the first. My wife's staring me down right now because she thinks she was first. But y'all two always so quick in here. What's up, Quentin? You're always number 2, Quentin. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day. What's up, Conflict? We got a couple minutes, guys. You know the drill. If you guys are on X, go give us a retweet and a heart there. It would help tremendously. Really, really would help. And if you're on Reddit, give us an upvote in the DF Sports subreddit. See if I can share that to the Discord. That way you guys can open guys, how are you doing NFL wise? How we looking in the NFL? Not gonna lie, I'm doing decent. I made Bijan Robinson core. Mike Evans did let me down. She's awesome, buddy. I appreciate it. You doing mid? I get it, man. NFL's tough. I don't know why. NBA and MLB have always been my bread and butter. But like the NFL's the most fun for me to play. But I've just never been as good. Like I've had some takedowns. You know, I would consider myself above average. But compared to my NBA and MLB, I'm just not there where I want to be yet. That's true. She is usually at work. I mean, hell, she's home right now and she's working. She's cleaning up. But we got a very interesting slate, gents. It's going to be one of those slates where you're going to have over 400 points today. It's Value City. And it's funny because most of the value is coming from one game, the Utah-Orlando game. Lowest total on the slate though, so I don't want to go crazy stacking that game, but that's where your value pieces are gonna be coming from. What's up, Aaron? Welcome in, buddy. Am I quiet for you guys? If I'm quiet, I turn myself up. Let me know. I'm a little louder now. Turn the music down some. I got you. How's that? Let me know how that is, and then we'll hop into it. Oh, dude, hey, that means the world to me, buddy. Slow? I turned the music down some, and I turned myself up better, much better. Okay, good deal, good deal. We're about to get started. We got 2 minutes till 4 o'clock Central, and that's when I'm gonna start giving everybody a couple minutes to get in here. I started a little early. Yeah, if the music's ever too much, guys, please let me know. I just throw it on in the background so it's not dead silence towards the end of the show. Good deal, Aaron. I appreciate you. Who's excited to lay their money on Bryce Sensabaugh tonight? Because I know I'm not excited about it, but is what it is. We get some news here. LaMelo and Brandon Miller are going to play today. Just came across. I'll bring it up on the screen so you guys can see. And Josh Green as well. So I was hoping maybe one of those guys could miss so we could get a little value from that game to get us off the Utah and Orlando chalk, but everybody's in. Don't have a lot of interest there. He pissed Nuke yesterday. I know. Bryce Sensabaugh went crazy against Miami. Just because of the position, the guy I'm actually scared of today that I know I'm going to get a lot of is Kyle Filipowski. Because he's got that power forward eligibility. But I mean, I'm about to start, but before we do, let's just look at Utah. I mean, they're depleted. Well, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably be a 9-man rotation today if they give Cody Williams minutes. Oscar Tishabiwi is not getting minutes. Cody may not. They may just run an 8-man. But let's hop into it, gents. It is 4 o'clock. I'm ready to win some money today. At point guard, Cole Anthony. He's going to be a core piece for me, as bad as I hate to say it, because he scares me normally. But they just don't have any other options today. Love Cole. Going to have a ton of him. I love the matchup, too, against Utah. Utah just sucks. We know that. And, I mean, we just showed you Utah's down to their, 4th stringers. So, Cole Anthony, going to be locking him in today. He's a core piece for me. Bub Carrington. Really like him. Grading out well. As far as value players today go, he's not pulling a lot of ownership right now. Only 14% according to Line Star. 4,500 Bub, no Jordan Poole out there. I'm happy to get to him. We got some more news. What we got? Daquan Jeffries is also available to play. Anthony Black. I like Anthony Black quite a bit today. I do prefer Cole Anthony, but Anthony Black is $600 cheaper. If you can only afford Black, I'm okay running that. My glasses are filthy, guys. I'm sorry. I can't see the screen to read when I ain't got them on. But really like some Anthony Black today. I probably would be okay running Black and Anthony in the same lineup as well. Isaiah Collier looks great. Only 3,900. He's gonna have to play big minutes today. Happy to get a guy for 3,900 that I'm pretty confident is gonna play north of 26, 27 minutes today. He's only pulling 12% ownership right now too, which I think will increase. Brogdon's grading out well. With no pull on the court, his usage always increases. If I land on him, I'm happy about it. Blake Monk today with no De'Aaron Fox on the court should always be in your player pool. Happy to get to him. I expect I'll be around the field, which is currently around 25%. Colin Sexton, I really like today. Probably just from a pure point perspective is my favorite Utah Jazz player today. He has upside, and I truly think he's the best player they're going to have on the court today. He's the best player that's healthy on their team right now, in my opinion. And I like targeting those guys that I think are the best on their team. Keon Ellis, he was core for us, was it January 1st or January 3rd? I can't remember. We cored him recently, though. He's had back-to-back games above 30 fantasy points. No De'Aaron Fox today. I mean, that's just more usage for him. Happy if he lands in my lineup. More news on my phone. What do we get? That's for Monday. Jeremy Grant's ruled out. You love Sexton today? I do too. I really like him, Aaron. He's my favorite Jazz player today. DeJounte Murray looks fantastic. I'm happy to get him against Washington. They just bleed fantasy points to point guards. I'm going to go with my single entry today. I'm going to make a rule where I have to have DeJounte Murray or CJ McCollum in it. One of the two. I'm happy with either one. McCollum just dropped 56 fantasy points, 50 real points against this Washington team. While that looks amazing on paper, you're like, damn, 50 real points and 56 fantasy points. Very scoring dependent. Steph Curry is far too cheap. If I told you last year or the year before you could get Steph Curry on FanDuel for $8,300, you would call me crazy. Happy to get Steph today at $8,300. If he fails, I'm okay with it. I'm okay rostering an $8,300 Steph Curry and him failing, because he should not be at that price. You want a low-owned guy today? Well, he's not as low-owned as I thought, 13%, which lower than most of the people we talked about. But I really like some Fred VanVleet today, which is rare for me to say because I hate on this guy so much. But the Lakers suck against guards. I really like some low on Fred VanVleet today as a GPP play. I think Garland and Mitchell are fine, but just MME plays for me. Dennis Schroeder, fine. LaMelo, probably not going to get to LaMelo today in a very tough matchup. But if you want that get different play, I mean, it would be LaMelo today. Sam Merrill was ruled out, doesn't do anything for me, guys. Then everybody else just MME plays. If you really want to take a deep shot, Corey Joseph maybe, but I'm not on it. Moving over to two guard, you guys know I can't say his name. Zvi Mykhailiuk, maybe, I don't know. When this guy gets regular run, he's actually a pretty good player. Hasn't got much run lately, but we were on him back in mid-December when he was dropping 21, 20, and 27 fantasy points, which was enough for him to pay off his salary at the time. I don't mind him today. I really don't. I'll have some. He's probably still not starting. Yeah, Line-Star doesn't have him starting, but he should get plenty of minutes today. Don't mind him, only 3,600. Talked about most of these guys already. Amin Thompson, you guys know I love this guy. I had to manually bring him down because his projection was just through the roof. But I'm getting a ton of Amin. Really like this spot for him. He has missed 2 straight games, but I expect him to go right back to playing 30 plus minutes. Not worried about it. He's just got a huge upside, tournament winning upside. Dylan Brooks. I don't know what got into him, but he has been playing some good basketball lately. I feel like he's going to be out there the entire game because they're going to have him on LeBron James. And I'm actually happy to get to Dylan Brooks, as weird as that is to say. I think Keyshawn George is absolutely in play. Don't mind him at all. Nice flyer play is Devin Carter with no Fox. I don't even know if I have Devin Carter in my player pool. No, I had him out of it. He only played 11 minutes the other day. I mean, if you were talking about like a deep GPP play, I could do it, but I couldn't in a single entry. I see what you're saying though, 8. I agree, Aaron. I agree. I think LeBron motivates Brooks. He really steps up when he's playing primetime players. And as bad of a basketball player on the offensive end Dylan Brooks is, he's very above average on the defensive end. Like, if I'm running a basketball team, I'm happy to have a defensive specialist like Dylan Brooks in my rotation. We talked about Keyshawn George. I think Jalen Green is also absolutely viable today. You don't want to pay up for Fred VanVleet, but you want a piece of this Rockets backcourt. Give me Jalen Green. We know he's scoring dependent, but I'm really not worried about it against the Lakers because they're so bad against the guards. What's up, Don? Welcome in. Really like some Jalen Green today. I think Max Christie's fine. Trey Murphy's fine, but that price is a little expensive. And then everybody else really MME for me. I meant to adjust his projection. KCP looks great. I don't mind some KCP today. He's been playing amazing basketball lately. So, happy to get some KCP. But everybody else really MME. What's up, Elite? Dylan Brooks' ownership is 12% right now, which normally I get it. That sounds high, but on this slate, it's not. Because I'm looking at players 30, high 20s, 30, 33. Moving over to small forward, where I got a favorite play. Gonna be a core piece. You like Murphy and McCollum with Murray out? Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it, but I think okay, it's Gabe Vince, I think, ruled out. That doesn't do anything for me. What about Herbert? Justin Herbert, he's playing. Are you talking about Herb Jones? 19%. Murray isn't ruled out yet, Aaron. That I've seen. Last I seen, he was playing. Yeah, like Mad Max said. Ingram's out. I think Wiggins is fine today. Let's move to small forward, though. We talked about these well, we talked about Bryce. Herb Jones looks fine. You guys know I love playing Herb Jones just because he does a little bit of everything. Only 5,600. I'm happy to have him in my lineups today. But we got a core piece here. A guy, you guys know I love this player. We've cored him multiple times on the show. Justin Champagne. Bilal Calabeaver was ruled out. Champagne should start. They don't have it updated on Line Star yet, I don't think. Yeah, they still got Calabi in. I expect Champagne to slot in there. And this guy is just a sharp shooter. Oh, I got you, Aaron. I see what you're saying. But I love Champagne. Gonna be a core piece for me. I can't get away from Champagne today. We cored him back on December 28th when he dropped 48 against the Knicks. And it was a good night for us. Talked about Thompson. DeRozan. So, this is a stand I'm taking today. DeRozan is currently 40% owned, guys. 40%. That is a lot of ownership. I'm going to be underweight to him. I like Sabonis. Now, Sabonis pulling big ownership too, but I think I can trust Sabonis a lot more than I can DeRozan. If you want to play DeRozan, I understand why. I don't mind it. It's a solid play. He's even grading out well by my projections. But I'm on Sabonis over DeRozan today. Goga's pulling 28% right now, which I know sounds like a lot, but compared to the other guys above him, it's not really. The guy I know I'm going to get way too much of today, and I'm scared of, Johnny Juzang, but he's only 3,800. I would rather get to Bryce Sensabaugh for 3,700. He's cheaper, same team, same position, but I'm okay. Yeah, I agree, Aaron. DeRozan scares me. I don't feel like I can trust him like I feel like I can trust Sabonis. Hey, that's great info, Elite. Great info. What's up, Chubbs? I made a post in the Discord, buddy. By the way, guys, if you're not in our Discord, it is completely free. It is linked in the chat, linked down below in the description, and you can reach me in there anytime with any DFS questions. When the show goes off, I'm always available in there for late swap news and questions, whatever you guys need, completely free. We do have a premium section, but I just post the cores in there. I answer everybody's question, whether you're a free member or a paid member, because I want to see you guys win. Andrew Wiggins looks phenomenal today. Really like some Wigs. You guys know me. I'm a Trace Jackson Davis guy. I do prefer TJD, but Wiggins is a close second. With no Kuminga, I mean, I just really like both guys. What's Green's ownership? He is 13%. Keegan Murray looks solid. I feel like you're going to want a piece of the Sacramento team today. For me, it's going to be Sabonis. But if you don't want to play Sabonis, I think Keegan Murray is a great cheap option at only 5,300. Tristan Da Silva looks really good. Past 3 games, he's dropped 40, 14, and 38 fantasy points. The Jazz don't scare me at all. I think Da Silva's got huge upside. He is risky, but I think his upside's huge. LeBron's fine today. Kind of if you get him, so be it, but I'm not going out of my way to target Bron tonight. Kyle Anderson, I don't think we have to get to Kyle Anderson today. He's going to get more minutes, I mean, naturally, but we have so much value today, I don't think you need to. But if for some reason he's your last guy in, sure, play him. But just know, for 3,700, I greatly prefer Bryce Sensabaugh today. Don't have much interest in Kuzma or Kispert or Miller. Kevin Huerter's kind of MME only play for me. That's what the rest of these guys are. I would like to give Cam Whitmore a couple more fantasy points there. I'm still not going to get a ton of him, but just for MME 150 max purposes, I wanted more of him. Rest of those guys just MMA plays. If you want me to talk about someone, I'm happy to. Just let me know who. We got some kind of news. What come across my phone here? It just says Gary Harris is without a timetable for return. Moving over to the power forward, Kyle Filipowski scares the shit out of me, but He's only 3,900, getting a ton of them. Line Star's projecting him to start, I believe. No, they're not. They're not. But he should be the first guy off the bench to play power forward for Sensible. I don't mind Filipowski. I feel like I'm going to get way more of him than I want, so I'm going to manually bring him down there, and we'll run the sim in a minute and see what we get, or the opto, I mean. Sabonis, I love core piece for me. I told you guys that. Love them. How many Magic is too many? Sorry. I need a drink. My throat's drying up. I think it depends on what Magic players you have. I'm going to set a max limit of 3 for myself today. But with that said, I would want it to be Cole Anthony, Goga, and then maybe Tristan Da Silva or Anthony Black. If it was Jet Howard and Anthony Black and I don't know, I said Traveling Queen, didn't I? No. If it was like Traveling Queen, Jet Howard, and Anthony Black, then I think you got too many shitters. But if it's Goga, Anthony, and then Da Silva or Black, I think you're fine. But for me, my rule in the chat today is 3. I'm going to be running 3 max. But anyway, Sabonis, he is a core piece. Love him today. We talked about Herb Jones, Trace Jackson Davis. I'm not sure I'm going to make him a core piece, but I love him and I want to be over the field to him. He's only 15%. I want more of that. I want around 20. Goga looks great today. Don't mind him. Thoughts about Reeves? Reeves is starting to get into that category of player where I can't say no to. I'm not going out of my way to get him today. I doubt I'll get him in single entry, but he has upside. If for some reason you like him today, I'm not going to tell you no. Just because the kind of upside he's shown lately. With D'Lo gone and him getting full run all the time, I think he's got upside on any given slate. Am I personally going to be playing Reeves in my single entry? Absolutely not. But I will have him in MME. I play the 150 maxes, and I'll have him in there. Goga looks great today. You guys know, just like Trace Jackson Davis, over in Syndicate Sports, we've been playing the crap out of Goga lately. I'm happy to get to him today against the Jazz, who are terrible against big men. They're so bad. I want to be above the field to Goga as well, which says a lot because he's 28%. I want around 30 to 35. We talked about DeRozan and Wiggins, talked about Murray. Alex Sarr's fine today. I mean, it's kind of an is what he is. I'm only going to get to him in MME, but he's a fine play. Draymond is alright. I had to manually lower his projection because I do that every time because I'm scared of Draymond. He's going to get a tech, and then you're scared the rest of the game that he's going to foul out or be ejected or kick someone in the nuts and start a brawl. Him and Claxton, man, they scare the shit out of me every time they land in my lineup because that's the kind of players they are. But outside of that stuff, he's grading out fine. If you get to Draymond, so be it. But I would rather find the extra $200 and get to Wiggins, honestly. Or pay $100 less for Trace Jackson Davis, whom I believe in much more. We talked about Anderson, talked about Kuzma. I think Evan Mobley is in a great spot. Pretty low ownership at 13% too. Charlotte's just been terrible against bigs lately. I think Jared Allen or Evan Mobley, either one are fine, but I do prefer Mobley. Just a really good spot for him. Coming in low owned. I think he's getting overlooked. I seen that, Chubbs. I seen that. You know I'm a Grizzlies fan, so I definitely noticed it. Okay, we're getting news here. Tari Eason was ruled out and Seth Curry ruled out. Doesn't do a ton for me, but Tari being ruled out is comforting. I figured he would be, but we like Amin Thompson today. We like Jalen Green today, so it's very comforting. AD, I'm not really going to be playing much of today. I know this is going to sound weird. I normally say Sengun, target him because his defense sucks. He's an offensive monster, but his defense sucks. I don't know if he's been working on his defense or what, but he has been playing a lot better on the defensive end. He has. With that said, AD has 3 straight games of 60 or more fantasy points. So, if you believe in him, I'm never going to tell you not to play AD. I just won't be on him today. Just prefer some bonus for cheaper. Everybody else through here is just my 150 max plays, though. Go ahead and take Tari Eason out there. Center's where it's going to get interesting today, boys. Joe Val grading out fantastically for me. Playing a backup center scares me. I mean, even though I know Joe Val gets the minutes, it's just like, oh shit. And he's a monster, 1.50 fantasy points per minute. It's just like, oh, I'm playing a backup center here. But I really like Joe Val today. He's grading out well. He was actually grading out even better than he was. Than I'm showing at 29, 40, 74. Line Stars got him at 32, 81. My initial projection was actually 33. I had to bring that down because it scared me. So Joe Val looking like a monster today. Walker Kessler looking fantastic. I hate playing bigs against Orlando, but this team has nobody. It's him and Colin Sexton. That's it. So, am I a little hesitant? Absolutely. But I like him given the fact that they just don't have anyone. Talked about Trace, talked about Goga. Missy looks fine, don't mind him. I really like some Sengun today. When I play Green and Thompson together, I think that's fine. They play kind of... Their games are very different. Green is much more scoring dependent, where Thompson will get you steals, rebounds, etc. Really like Sengun today. There's no Smith. Who are they expecting? Amon to play the 4? Dylan Brooks to play the 4. I mean, there's really going to be nobody out there on his own team to compete with Sengun for rebounds, and Sengun could soak up the rebounds today. Mark Williams, don't mind him, but he is facing Allen and Mobley. They could absolutely get Mark Williams into foul trouble quickly. But if Mark stays out of foul trouble, he's a monster. Wendell Carter, absolutely fine. I think he's being a bit overlooked today. I'm going to be above the field on him. Pulling 13% ownership. Talked about all these guys. Nick Richards is actually fine for me in a MME 150 max. I would be okay getting around 5% of him. Everybody else just kind of MME plays. Mark Williams ownership right now is sitting at a measly 7%. 7%. Guys, make sure to like the video, hit subscribe. We do these videos every day. It helps tremendously. Tremendously. I can't say thank you guys enough for joining in. And join our Discord. It's linked in the chat. Linked in the description. Completely free. But let's give our core out, shall we? FanDuel first core piece for me. I'm going to keep it nice and safe to begin with is Cole Anthony. I think he's just too easy today. Is he going to be overowned? Probably. But he's a safe pick. And when I give my cores, I want them to be safe picks. Speaking of which, my second core piece is Justin Champagne. Third core piece is going to be Domantas Sabonis. 44 people in here. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. This is where it's going to get a little tricky, guys. A little tricky here for the core. I want to give you Bryce Sensabaugh, but he's a small forward. I don't want to lock up both of our small forward spots. We're going with Colin Sexton. Me and Aaron were talking about it in chat earlier. I love him today. I want to be over the field to him today. Give me Colin Sexton today. Last core piece for me is going to be in the power forward or small forward position. Going to be Herb Jones. Get a little lower on there. A little lower on. I love some Herb Jones today. Let's run this, see what kind of lineups we're getting with this build. plenty of salary left over, so I expect we're going to get some pretty good ones. While I do that, I'm going to drop the core in the Discord. That way our members can read it. And then we will go over this build, see what we're getting here. Give me just a second, I'll get you that Missy ownership. So, this first build, I'm still typing here, but I notice it has Monk in it. Monk almost made the core, but I didn't want to core Monk and Sabonis together. So I'm really liking that. We get some LeBron in it too. Like I said, I'm not going out of my way to get LeBron today, but if he lands in my lineup, I'm happy with it. Let's sort it here. Let's see here. This first lineup I like a lot. Happy to play that. Kind of the same as the second one. Very happy. But if you don't want to go LeBron, this number 3 here, probably my favorite lineup. Probably my favorite here. Cole Anthony, Bub Carrington, Sexton, Monk, Champagnie, Jones, Sabonis, Goga, Sengun. Really like what we're getting here. Really, really like it. Looking good. Alright guys, got any questions on FanDuel? Let me give you Missy's ownership. It is 13% right now. 13%. Alright, we're going to swap over to DK. At the point guard position, 3,200 for Isaiah Collier. I mean, come on. Come on. Favorite low on studs and bigs on FanDuel? Well, when you say bigs, I'm just going to go with power forward here. And it'd be Herb Jones. I mean, he made the core for a reason. He's only pulling 16% ownership. But other than that, Trace Jackson Davis only pulling 13%. Which I know sounds like a lot, but on this slate, it's pretty low. And Joe Val only pulling 7%. I think that's criminal. I love some Joe Val today. Move it back over to DK, but Isaiah Collier, 3,200. It's a free square. It honestly is, guys. It's just too cheap. That's all there is to it. Cole Anthony still looking great over here. Gonna have a ton. Brogdon still looks great. Reeves looking a little better on DK. CJ McCollum looking great. Bub Carrington looking great. Oh yeah, Collier is a core play, by the way, on DK. I'm gonna lock him in as we go. Keon Ellis, why is his price still 3,600 on DK? It's an easy lock. I mean, just a plain misprice. Armin Thompson looks great over on DK as well. Happy to get to him. Same with Trey Murphy and CJ. Small forward, Dean Wade, 3,800 starting. I'm happy to go there if I need the value. But Wiggins, insanely cheap over here. Insanely cheap at only 5,600. Love some Wiggins today. Power forward Draymond Green is too cheap and he scares me. Rather just go to Wiggs. Keegan Murray looks pretty good. Don't mind Sarr. Dylan Brooks, pretty cheap. Center, Joe Val's just insane. Trace Jackson Davis, he's a core piece for me. He's just too damn cheap. And the last core piece is going to be Sabonis. If I can find him. There he is. So, that's your DK core. Let's run it, and I'll drop it in the chat. And then I will let you know AD's ownership. Give me just a second. Had somebody ask a question in the Discord. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. Let me drop the score in the Discord really fast. I know you guys got questions. I am happy to answer them, gents. Just give me just a second. There we go. The core is dropped in the Discord now. Alright, I'm going to look at these lineups and I'm going to answer your questions. The second one looks solid. Get some Austin Reeves. Third one over here was some LeBron. I really like the way these are building. I don't know if I can pick one potential favorite, but I really like this default 90 here. Alright, let's see here. AD Chalky. I don't know. Let me check. No, AD's pulling 14% ownership, which is there. I just sorted by ownership. Every one of these dudes are above him. So AD's not that chalky. And Reeves is 9%. Chubb says Cole, Sexton, Brogdon, Monk, Herb, Champagne, Sabonis, Goldwyn, Mobley. I'm happy with that, Chubbs. That's a solid line. I like Kuzma, Green, Sabonis, and Cole Anthony today. I agree with everyone but Kuzma. I don't care for Kuzma today. We got some kind of news. Let's take a look and see what we're getting. My phone just keeps lighting up. Got the starting lineups. Brogdon, Bud Carrington, Champagne as I projected, Kuzma, and Sarr. And the Hornets starting Ball, Green, Miller, Bridges, and Mark Williams. Alright guys, we are to the part of the show where you work on your builds. Open a tab, work on your builds, leave me over here in another tab yapping away, and when you get to a crossroads and have a question, come back, ask me, and I'm happy to help you guys. That's what I'm here for. I'm a free resource for you to use when you're building. I want to see you guys succeed. I want to see you win. Will Svi play today? I think so. I absolutely think so. I don't think he starts, but I think he plays. Damn, we got more news. Oh, that's for tomorrow. Cat's gonna have a knee issue, so he's questionable. You guys got questions, I got the answer. The question is, will Bovada's website work for me to place a parlay? 99% of the time, the answer is no. What's up, Nate? Welcome in, buddy. Appreciate you joining us. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to help. Do I like Traveling Queen? Not really. Sarr or Herb Jones? I prefer Herb Jones personally, buddy. That's who I prefer. On DK, we'll look at it straight up, but it's probably Herb. Sarr projected for 31.4. I think that's a little high. I would project him for 30 at 6,100. Herb is much cheaper. His projection's lower on here, but I got him projected for, yeah, I just think it's Herb for me. You know, on both sides. It's got to be Herb. How do I feel about the Cavs guys, specifically Mobley and Allen, for the price? Also, thoughts on Whitmore with Amin back on DK. So, went over it a little bit, Nate, but I really like Mobley today. Actually, when pulled DK up here, when I run it with the core, our very first lineup, highest projected, has Mobley in it. Really like Mobley. The Charlotte Hornets just suck against bigs, period. And I really feel like Mobley or Allen, one of the two, is going to go off today. My preference is to Mobley, though. I like Mobley more. And I think Whitmore is okay. If you're playing 150 lineups, yes, I would want about 5% of him. But if I'm playing single entry, I'm not getting a Whitmore today. Caleb Houston ownership? Probably pretty low. Yeah, it's 2%. Even with all the injuries, I don't necessarily think Caleb gets a ton of run today. We got more news. What are we getting here? My phone just is blowing up. Let's see. It's Cavs starting Garland, Mitchell, Wade, Mobley, Allen. So we knew they'd start. Pelicans, who we knew they would start. And D'Lo is questionable for Monday. So nothing out of the ordinary. Sengun or Sabonis on DK? It's Sabonis for me. I'm not so sure, 8, because Curry's back. Core players. My core, after I give it on the show, it is posted in the Discord. You're welcome to join it, buddy. It is linked in the chat and down below in the description. But I really like Monk. Really, really like Monk. I wouldn't call Monk a core piece, but I want to be with the field or slightly above the field on him. Are we going to reach 50 viewers? Is that what's going to happen here? Wasn't long ago, I was sitting here streaming the 8-legged ape. It was just me and him in here. This is my passion. I'm going to keep chasing it, baby. Research all day to win these contests. And I just want to see one of you guys win them. We've already had 2 20K winners in our Discord. Trying to build my lineups now. Let's see, Don, what you got? Anthony, Collier, Green, Reeves, Champagne, Wiggins, Mobley, Sabonis. That ain't bad. I'm just not a big fan of Green. Wheeler, what's up, buddy? It's been a while. Been a while. Hope you're doing well, Fal. I missed you. Favorite FanDuel center? Man, that's tough. It's tough, but it's got to be Jonas Valanciunas for me. He just gets you so different at only 7% ownership. Is Trey Murphy chalk? 22%. 22%. I think Sengun's probably my second favorite, Don. He is my second favorite. Okay. Don. When you sent your lineup, you said Anthony Collier Green. If that's Jalen Green, I like it. I was thinking of, what's his name for Charlotte? Josh Green. So if that's Jalen Green, then you're solid. Elite says Cole Anthony, Jalen Green, Amon, Kuz, Sabonis, Sexton, Herb, TJD. If you believe in Kuz, I really like that lineup. I don't believe in Kuz tonight personally, but if you do, brother, then rock it. Reeves, Monk, Sensabaugh, Mobley, Sabonis, Sexton, Sar, Collier. I mean, I'd have no issues with that at all. I like that. I'm probably going to be very underweight to Reeves today. Let me rephrase that. I'm going to be underweight to the Lakers as a whole. Like, just not a lot of Lakers I'm just like in love with tonight. So, if you believe in the Lakers, then yeah, I like that. Okay, Don. Then yeah, you're good if it's Jalen Green. You're good. Best play for the Rockets. I'm thinking Van Fleet only in GPPs, of course. It's hard to say because it's really dependent on your build. I think the best play overall, without a doubt, is Sengun. I think the best value play is Jalen Green. And right in the middle of them is Amin Thompson. I love all three of those guys. I think Van Fleet does grade out very well against the Lakers, who are terrible against guards. So, honestly, brother, there's so many ways you could go there. Garland or Reeves on DK. So I'm going to assume you got 7,200 for a point guard. Well, we'll say 7,300. Let's just say 7,300 for a point guard on DK. Sorry, that's probably loud to you guys. Looks like it would be Garland just by a hair. And he is lower on, so yeah, it'd probably be Garland, Aaron. Monk or Thompson for Rockets? Monk, Don. I love Amin Thompson today, but Monk is just an out-of-this-world play. Like I said, I'm not coring him, but man, do I like him a lot. Yeah, Wendell Carter's minutes have always kind of been everywhere. I think I projected him today for 27 minutes. And I think that's a safe projection. Yeah, I think that's fine, Aaron, if that's all your lineup. Juzang or Zvi factor in ownership? I think Juzang is world safer. Just so much safer. But ownership, it's honestly not even close. It's Zvi by a mile. Like, if we look here, Juzang, well, I guess I'm wrong. Juzang's only pulling 3% ownership. Never mind. Scratch everything I said. Zvi's pulling 5. I like Juzang a lot more than Zvi, though. I like them both, but if I'm picking one, it's going to be Zvi. Sorry, I had to go back and see what you said. I believe in Kuz because he was AK when he was starting, 4 years out. Yeah, I mean, hey, Elite. I said I like your entire lineup, brother. I like your entire lineup except Kuzma, just because I don't like Kuzma today. But if you believe in him, then your lineup is completely solid, in my opinion. Love to hear that, Aaron. Love to hear that. Can't wait to see you join. Is Collier projected to start? Yes, I projected him to start, and so is Line Star. Here is their projected start lineup. They could absolutely move Colin Sexton over to the point and Collier not start, but I think he starts, and even if he doesn't, I think he still gets plenty of viable minutes today. Plenty. I'm not getting near enough champagne in my lineups. Best plays from Golden State. Number one, without a doubt, you know it's coming out of my mouth right now. Trace Jackson Davis. I think next would be Andrew Wiggins. And then after that, probably, as much as I hate to say it, Draymond. Yes, Don, I think Cole Anthony is good chalk today. I will be rocking some Cole Anthony today. A lot of Cole Anthony. I actually just ran my first opto and I got 70% of him. That's in 150 max. So I'm going to try to bring that down some. But needless to say, yes, I like him a lot. Trace or Joval? I would have to see the lineup, 8. I know you like to go for the lower owned guy, so I'll say this. Joval will be much lower owned, but I feel like Trace is much safer too. So I'll say this, Rob. I got 2% Cole Anthony in my 150 max lineups. And that makes me about as comfortable as I could be with him. I couldn't play him in any single entry for sure. Oh, Aaron, that's rough, buddy. I know you're missing him as a Minnesota fan. Don, I think that is a viable strategy, but I honestly really like some Mobley today, so I would probably keep what you got. I see what you're saying with that build, but I would honestly probably just keep what you got, brother. Thompson's chalk you're going to have to eat? I don't think he's that chalky. 20%, I mean, yeah, 20% is kind of chalky, but on this slate, I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in the 30% range. So, I mean, it's not the worst. Yes, I love Bub Carrington today, Stowe. Melo will be low owned, I can promise you. Yeah, 5% owned. I think that's probably around where it'll be. Just a super tough matchup for Melo today. Which, Melo's one of those players, he's almost matchup proof. So, if you want to get different today somewhere, I think Melo is a great spot to do it. You guys know, if you're in the Discord, you know I love Melo. Like, I'm getting his jersey. He helped me win a tournament, so I need to get his jersey anyway. I need to get a Ricky Council jersey. He's the true MVP that helped me win that tournament. Guys, we're up to 70 viewers. Welcome in. 85, my wife says. Like the video, hit subscribe. We do these videos every day. I am a free resource to help you win tournaments. Build your lineups, keep me up in the background, and I will be happy to assist you guys with any questions you have. Completely free. Join our Discord. It is linked in the chat. It's linked in the description down below, and you can ask me questions at any time in there. Anytime. Andrew Wiggins ownership, probably not as high as it should be. 22%. 22%. Trying to figure out what my single entry... That's right, Nate. I appreciate it, buddy. Trying to figure out what my single entry is going to be here. But I'll tell you guys, it's looking like as much as I want Jonas Valanciunas at center, all my best builds are giving me Sengun at center. On FanDuel. On FanDuel. We got 10 minutes to lock, guys. 10 minutes to lock. I don't really like Hawkins. Let me, I just entered my FanDuel lineups. Let me look at how much Hawkins I got. Yeah, I didn't even get 1% of him in 300 lineups. Adam says DK, Cole Anthony, CJ McCollum, KCP, Andrew Wiggins, Sabonis, Monk, DeRozan, Juzang. Really like that. I don't know if you were here earlier in the show, Adam. I said that I want to be underweight on DeMar DeRozan today, but I still like him. That doesn't mean I don't like him. I still like him. What's up, Jose? Jose, you're my best buddy. Look at all these viewers. Keyshawn George's ownership. Let's take a look. Do I like anyone other than Juzang? Do you mean in that price range or on that team? Keyshawn George is 3% and he's grading out well. Who would you sub for DeRozan who would have low ownership? So you said it's on DK. Let's look at DeRozan. He's 7K, pulling 31% ownership. And I see you got him in, it looks like the forward spot. So let's look at 7K salary in the forward spot. Just go by projection here. Amon Thompson, 300 cheaper. Got him at the exact same projection, 13% owned. Yo, play some Amon Thompson. Yo, I appreciate it, boss. We just want to give an affordable product to people, similar to Stochastic. I love those guys, they're great, but they're just out of my price range. I'm completely free. If you want to pay to get the cores when you can't see the show, it's $10 a month, but that's the only paid content we have. The rest of it's free. I want to see you guys win. Would you go Amon and CJ or Murphy DeRozan? Amon CJ all day long, brother. Amon CJ all day long. And to answer your question, Adam, Amon Thompson over DeRozan for me. He's 300 cheaper. He's much lower owned, and I got him projected the exact same. Devin Carter jersey being Devin Carter jersey. You are wild, brother. The backup point guard for Sacramento that played his first game on January 3rd. Yeah, the Discord's free. Why not hop in there? You can ask me questions at any time in there. After the slate starts, late breaking news is so important in NBA, and I'm always available in there, guys. Yeah, Nate, I think that'd be the best way to go for you, buddy. Hey, I appreciate it, Aaron. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm just a real normal guy. I quit my job to pursue this venture of giving an affordable product to guys like you, because I was a member of Stochastic and I was just priced out. I couldn't afford $200 every month. So I just started my own deal. TJD Miracle Man by a mile for me. We have NFL cores too. I don't do an NFL show, but I give a full player pool and core in my Discord as well, Nikki. Oh, it's so expensive, man. It's so expensive. Of course, that's why I'm here, guys. Hey, just a reminder, we have only 5 minutes to lock, guys. You got questions, please get them in for me. Please get them in. Man, we hit 93 viewers. That's insane. Can't say thank you enough. You guys are the show. Best Utah value. Utah's got so much value. Which site, Lush? Are you talking DK or FanDuel? No, thank you, Adam. It really depends on the site, buddy. How does Jared Allen look? I think Allen looks fine, Peyton. I do prefer uh, Mobley. But if you can't get to Mobley, I think he's good. I love Collier today. I think Collier, to answer Jay So's question and Lush, Collier is the best value on Utah today for DraftKings. I think Johnny Juzang looks good. Colin Sexton looks phenomenal. But Collier would be my favorite, just pure value. Davis is good to go. You talking about AD? Yep, I see it right there. I'm still not going to have much of him, though. I'm personally not going to have much, but I'm never going to tell anyone not to play AD. Let's pull up some ownerships here. We're on DK right now. These are your most owned players. Bryce Sensabaugh, Sabonis, Cole Anthony, DeRozan, Curry, Ellis, Draymond, Collier, Sexton, Wiggins, Murray, Champagnie. What do I think about Goga on FanDuel? I love Goga, Daniel. I love him. I'm going to be well over on Goga's ownership. Currently, the public's at 26%. When I ran my sim, I got 35% of Goga. I love Goga today. Look at FanDuel's ownership. Here's our highest own on FanDuel. Sabonis really came up. He's at nearly 40%. Followed by DeRozan, Anthony, Brogdon, Monk, Sensabaugh, Murray, Curry. Goga came way up. When I first started researching at probably about 1 o'clock today, Goga was at 7%. But look at it, shot through the moon. Then we got Trey Murphy, Wiggins, Green, Thompson, Bub Carrington, Alperen Sengun. Like I said, guys, Joe Val's my personal favorite center today on FanDuel, but in my single entry, I did get Sengun. 2 minutes to lock. If you guys got questions, please get them in. Please get them in. Also, I normally, and I will do it after the stream, I send a welcome message to all of our new Discord members. I noticed we got about 5 new members. I want to say thank you guys for joining. Walker Kessler looks amazing. No, I said Joe Val, but I meant Sabonis. Love Sabonis and Joe Val today. I think Walker Kessler looks great today. He is the second best player they have on their team on the court today because of all their injuries. I think Colin Sexton's the best player, slightly followed by Kessler. All right, guys. We are about to lock. Please like the video. Nah, you shouldn't be scared of Amin Thompson. He's a baller. Please like the video. Please hit subscribe. We do these shows every day, completely free. I try to answer every question that comes across the chat, not just the ones people pay for like some other shows do. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I hope to see you take down. Please join our Discord, linked below in the description and in the chat. If you have questions throughout the night, you can @ me in there, and I'm happy to help you guys. Late swap is incredibly important in NBA, and I'm a free resource for you to use every slate. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I cannot say thank you enough to each and every one of you. Good luck. But with that, I'm going to be out of here. Best stream we ever had. I'm probably going to go drink a beer and be a very happy man. Thank you guys.